Oh hey, today we're going to talk about is using a Wii Remote as a mouse or a keyboard if you want to or not. You can use the program I built that does that. But basically what the program I built does, it takes any kind of controller besides a Wii Remote. It can take regular joysticks or anything that hooks it and feeds it up, makes it a joystick, as it acts like a joystick for it, or a game controller, what they call it, and that allows you to use it as a keyboard or a mouse. What you'll have to do is get drivers for it for the Wii Remote as well. I'll have the download link to that software and to the drivers in the description of this video, and it will. It's very simple and easy. All you gotta do is just unzip the file for the drivers, put them somewhere. Then there's a program on there called DP install something. You dpinst.exe or something like that. You just open up that. But what you should do is open up the control thing. I found it more successful by opening up that one. But you have to try it yourself. Can't really remember how I did it, but I got it to work and pair up to. I got it get it working and pair up to the computer. It works as a keyboard and mouse with my program. The thing is with the mouse that you can't drag or double click. I'm pretty sure you can't double click, but if you want to order a program, just sign a button on here to the enter key, click on it and hit that button, and it'll sibling you press enter. And it'll work. Open up a program. Now, you can't. Now, for some reason, I'm having issues trying to save the settings on there. So that makes it so that Wii Remote stay synchronized with it, and not have to resync it every time you turn it off and turn it back on. But there's as you can see down there, the Stream 4 LED is lit. I don't know what that means. I looked it up on Nintendo's website. They said that on all four of them blinking is trying to be synchronized. If some of them blinking, we have low battery, and then there's some that tell you what player. Maybe it's telling me what player I am. Or maybe it's saying that something's wrong. Who knows? Or maybe it's a percentage of telling you how percent of it being done synchronized. Maybe there's some other thing that has to do to it to get it fully synchronized. But I don't know yet. If you do know, you can leave a comment. Anyway, it's very simple and easy. I've included an option on there, my program, to click on drivers and click Wii Remote, and it'll configure the joystick part up for it to do it as a mouse. It will be right clicking in this button under it, where your fingers will be right by. This button here is left click button, left mouse button. Then you can use any other buttons to do any other stuff you want. I like to put this one here, home button, assign it to start the Windows key. You can do that by I believe that button number is 40. I can't remember. But in the program you just hit it, and then down there it says button status. It'll have a number down there. You just gotta find that number in the joysticks button box, drop down list. You can click on it, and then you click in the key combination box and hit the menu, hit the Windows key, and it'll set it up for you to use Windows key on it. And that's basically what it does. So if you want to, now I'm going to show you how to work it and how to configure it, install it, and do everything like that. Let's go. Okay. Recording. Okay. Anyway, let's show you how to use this program. First, when you download it, you'll get this program called keyjoy.exe. You want to open that. Then a window will pop up. Spin like this. It looks like this. Now if it ain't configured, you know that if set up, this bar here, the tick mark on this bar here, and the position on this bar here will not be in the center, which means it's got to be set up. But since it's already like that, it's already set up. And also make sure that when you set it up, if you push down the up button, of course on the Wii Remote, figured out that it uses the opposite direction. So you have to do the opposite direction with the Wii Remote. But the thing is, I done that so you don't have to do that. That's available under the drivers right there when you click Wii Remote. It will set it up just like that for the Wii Remote. If you're just using like a PlayStation controller or anything like that, you're going to have to configure it to go up and down, left and right. That means when you go hold that button on the joystick, and after that, while holding it, you click up. Then you go down, hold the down button on the joystick, then you click on down, then etc., etc. And then until you get all four of those done, then the middle button will become enabled, the center button, with nothing being pushed on it. Click on that, and I'll save these points here, and they must be in the center. So what we'll do, so go to here, drivers, Wii Remote, and that's it. As long as you got this thing paired, you got your Wii Remote paired, it's ready to go. Now all you just gotta do to start it, so it'll listen to it, is to check the enable box over here. Then if I hold the button down, as you see here, I'm moving the mouse with the Wii Remote. I'm not lying, and you can see down there, you can see the bars moving around. Meaning that I'm doing something. And then A is white mouse button, so if I did press A, see, that went. Also, if you do anything with the key, with the joystick inside, if you do anything with the joystick, it'll show up on that one memo. That type, the box there, with the text in it, that's called a memo in programming. It means it's like it's kind of like a word processor, like Notepad. But the thing is, it's made for displaying code and stuff. And it'll show you like up there, or if I move up there, you just can't see it. It says joystick 4. So that was the fourth button I hit when I pressed to bring up the menu, which is correct. Also, to tell what buttons you're gonna need to use for which button you want to assign to, you're gonna need to you have to scroll down here, and you take a look at the button status, which is way at the bottom of the screen here. If I hit, let's say I hit a different key I know that nothing's assigned to, I'll hit this one. You can see there's 10 on it. This button status is 10. So then we'll go over here to configure that key. We'll go here, click there, and you see the 10? If you see the 10 down there, right there, then you click on that, which I'll do anyway. Sometimes you gotta wait a while. You see right there that the key combination says not set. That's telling me that there's no key combination set for it. And if that says select the key type, It also means there's nothing set for it as well. So if I click on there, making that there the focus switch now it is, and I can hit any key I want. It'll set it up to that single key, or if I went to it, if I want to set it for, like, for example, like let's go through and choose a letter key. That means also to have that on there, you gotta have a select key for it too. And that's why I said that's why I probably prefer to use this as a mouse instead of a keyboard. You can probably use it as a keyboard if you want to get it for games to work. Will crack your games. Another thing is when you move the mouse, how you get to move, you gotta hold any button down, no matter if it's assigned or not. You probably prefer really to use a button has nothing on it, and we'll hold your mouse, we'll hold your joystick up, down, left, right, or whatever button on the Wii Remote, and that will move the mouse. If you don't do that, I put that there so that just in case if you wanted to use left, right, up, and down as for keyboard movement, you can still do it on the same controller. So it can be used as a keyboard and a mouse. As you can see. Then we'll go over here and I'm going to show you, the code didn't take me that long to make. I made it with the newest version of Delphi, the Community Edition, which is the free one. You can probably make this with any kind of Delphi you want. Although there's going to be, like the tray icon there is going to be missing from it. That might be the only thing I'll be missing is that tray icon. Because I believe that's the newer ones. So for example, you got like Delphi 7 or Delphi 4. You're going to have to get rid of that component and replace it with something else. You have to tamper with the code a little bit. The joystick of the code was made for like an older version of Delphi, but it still worked in Delphi 10, which is amazing. First, I was going to try to do it as try to detect the range. I had problems with it where it was automatically going to press up, down, left, right all the time until I changed it, and then made it where if you go the furthest left or furthest right or all the way up, all the way down, it'll know what you're selecting. And that's how it works. And some of these buttons you see in here are not on there, like this button here, and this button, this save button here. That's because the person who made the joystick source code had them on there, but they're for one of the stuff I didn't use, so I just made them invisible, just in case if I ever have to use them again. As you can see, it works pretty good. The mouse doesn't move so fast. I remember trying on Puppy Linux. I hooked the mouse hooked to a game controller up to it. It was moving pretty fast. You couldn't hardly control where you wanted to select. This does a good speed. Maybe kind of slow, but it's not too fast, which I like. Then you can now to set it up, here's what I did. I went to the command prompt and type control and hit enter, and I'm going to show you what happens. I'll just do it from here without using the program to do it. I'm going to type in control have the caps lock on. That don't really matter if the caps lock's on, but I'll just turn it off. Typed it in wrong. Then a window will pop up pretty soon. Then we go to devices and printers. This is under 10, Windows 10. For the other operating systems, it's probably under game controllers. There should be an item in the control panel called game controllers. Well, I don't know how to do it on that. Well, first, that's if you got it set up all the way. The game controllers and stuff like that. But what we want to do is pair up a Bluetooth. So I'll click here. Here's all stuff that's paired. Some of this stuff here is in Bluetooth, like that microphone and the USB composite device is not Bluetooth as well. Maybe the cell phone. There's 2 cell phones in here. And there it is right there. There's the Nintendo. There's our Wii Remote. Now, to add it, if it wasn't there, which most likely it won't be there, you have to add it first. You'd have to add it on there, and then you have to hit the button that's the sense button on your controller. This usually you probably find it in the battery compartment of the Wii Remote. And that will synchronize it with the computer. Once you see it pop up on there, see something called Nintendo, RVT something, you select that, select next, it asks for a PIN number, you ignore that, click next, and you're done. It should install it and it should go. If it does not light up or do anything like that after you click it, it's probably you were too slow and it probably decided to give up on that request. It timed out. You'll have to try it again. What I found worked pretty well is going fast, do it real fast. And it works pretty well. Once you got in there, I'll show you this. That it is actually a joystick. See, there's a control icon. And there it is. As you can see here, if I scroll over here, just in case you can't see that, it says Wiimote device. That's the driver for it. You click properties, you get more information about it. It'll be the same person exactly that I downloaded it from. It's on there. As you see there, when I move the mouse around, I'm using button 4. It's not called 4 in my program, it's called 8. That's because it takes that number there, takes 2, and weighs it to the power of that button minus 1. So if it's 4, you take 2 ways to the power of 3. Since 4 minus 1 is 3. And that will give you the number of what it is on my program. Also, if you hit 2 buttons at the same time, it's not going to be correct because that's just for 1 button at a time. It shows down at the bottom of my screen. You can hit 2 buttons at a time. It lets you do that. What I'm just saying is that if you're trying to calibrate it or trying to set up buttons on it, you want to make sure you hit 1 at a time, not 2 at a time. Because you can't set up those, you won't be able to find those buttons in there because it'll be different. Because it's only showing you if all that's off and only that one's on. As you see there, you see I'm using, as you're looking at this box here, you see the mouse is actually, let me show you. If I go up, see it's only going left to right. If I go down, it's going to the right. That box, that plus in that box is representing that's opposite way. I have no idea if it's just this remote or if it's just the way the driver is made. And that's it for this. Unless you can figure out a way to save the settings on it after you reboot the computer or turn the Wii Remote off, then let me know so we can share it with people and put that in there as a way we know how to configure it. Well, that's it for now. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching. If you like it, I'm going to close out all these windows now. Also, there's this icon there, just in case you wanted to know. In the tray, that's what it looks like. There's my icon I'm looking for.